What's up guys, Zach's in the Good Time Gaming, and today I'm bringing you guys a video review of the DesertFox sniper rifle. The DesertFox is one of the weapons included in the recently released John Wick pack. Today I'm bringing you guys just a little overview of it, talk about some stats, compare it to some other guns, and then show off a little bit of footage in game of this. So if you guys didn't see it at the very beginning of the video, all the footage that you're going to see in this is captured in Mayhem difficulty. So that's what I'm kind of benchmarking it against, because Mayhem isn't the hardest, it's not the easiest, it provides a decent challenge, and I feel like most players are probably going to spend most of their time either on Mayhem or Death Wish. But enough of that stuff, guys. Let's get right into it. Alright guys, let's start by taking a look at the base stats of the DesertFox sniper rifle. With the DesertFox, you get a magazine size of 5, a total ammo of 30, rate of fire of 60, 300 damage, 76 accuracy, 12 stability, 19 concealment, and 28 threat. Compare the DesertFox to sniper rifles that are similar in terms of their damage and magazine sizes. You can see here the R93 has one more bullet in its magazine, has a little bit less rate of fire but higher accuracy, lower concealment, and better threat. The Nagant has 5 less total ammo, higher accuracy, and only 6 concealment compared to that of the DesertFox. Going over to the Platypus, we have pretty much the same exact stats, except that the Platypus has higher accuracy but a lot less concealment, which is kind of bad actually if you think about it in a way. But that's literally the only difference between it. So if you're not really looking for concealment, there's really no reason you'd pick the other one, you know. But, you know, not that bad, right? Taking a look at the mods available, we have a long barrel for more accuracy and less concealment, a silenced barrel for less damage, less accuracy, more stability, but it makes it silent, so that's kind of good there. You can do your standard stat boosts on there, including total ammo. You do your standard array of gadgets, and you can also change out the sights on it. I always think it's kind of weird with these sniper rifles that have the built-in scope, how this little tiny that like apparently is less concealable than having the base giant scope sticking on there. I don't know how, I don't know why, but that's just how it is. It's kind of strange. So I'm gonna look and see what I can kit this thing out with to get the most damage possible on it, and we're gonna compare that to the other guns that are similar in terms of their stats and just overall. Alright guys, so here we have the DesertFox. I have taken Silent Killer perks, so I have those skills, including crit as well, which that won't really reflect in the damage here. But you can see here my total damage right now is 399.6, so basically 400 damage, 72 accuracy, 24 stability, and I've actually boosted this thing for concealment to try and get a little bit more concealable. So it has 21 concealment right now. I want to take a moment to compare it to the Lebensauger 308, because Lebensauger 308 can also have pretty good concealment on it. If you look over here, guys, I've kitted out the Lebensauger for the best concealment possible, and we have 20 concealment, so that's one less than what we would get with the DesertFox, so not quite as good as the DesertFox in that regard. Here we have the R93, which will have a little bit less damage, but higher accuracy, stability, total ammo, and magazine. We have the Platypus here, which has a little less damage, but again, better ammo, better accuracy, and better stability. And then last but not least, we compare it to the Nagant, which has less total damage. This Nagant right now, I think, actually has a concealment stat boost on it. It's not really important for what we're looking at here. So the DesertFox definitely finds itself in an interesting little category here. So it has a bunch of other sniper options that don't really have the concealment bonus on there. So if you're looking for a sniper rifle that has concealment on it, the DesertFox is currently the best one, which I think that's a good thing that we have a concealable option when it comes to sniper rifles. You could do the Lebensauger for a while, but you know, the Lebensauger still works. It doesn't really have quite the punch that the DesertFox does, so it's good to have that in there. If you guys notice right now, I have 9 concealment, so my secondary right now is the Gruber Cruise, which has 31 total concealment right now, so it's pretty concealable. Obviously, the better you can get with that, the more concealment points you have left over. It's very feasible to be able to do a Sneaky Bastard low build with this, so just kind of keep that in mind. You guys can get that tasty dodge and tasty crit without sinking too awful many points into it. Of all the weapons that are in the John Wick pack, I feel like this is the one that really is the most worthwhile in this pack, because it gives us something that we don't really have already in the game, right? The pistol included in the John Wick pack is very comparable to other pistols we have, basically just like a side grade, even though it's really cool. The Jackal is very comparable to other SMGs that already exist. This one fills a nice little niche that doesn't currently exist in the game, and I think that's what kind of makes it good in a way. You know, it kind of fills this area that we don't have a weapon that does that in, right? Because we have all these other weapons in that category that have the higher damage, sniping damage on them, but they don't really have that level of concealment that DesertFox does. So that's good to see there. I find that it works very well in a sneaky bastard low build. Whenever I was playing earlier, I had 10 concealment, so I had actually a primary, which was the DesertFox, and my secondary was the Jackal SMG. So I found it worked pretty well, even having not the 3 or 4 concealment that I prefer to have. Still had plenty of damage, plenty of offense. Felt like it definitely worked really well. It has a really sweet reload animation, I feel like, and also the gun shot is really cool looking, because it fires and he has to actually pull back the bolt on it. So that's pretty cool to watch that. I think it looks really cool. Again, definitely a very stylish weapon, very well done. All the weapons in this pack are really actually pretty stylish in their own way. So I think definitely a good thing there. As far as the weapon goes, overall it's a good gun. Get about 1 bullet per pickup, so nothing really great, nothing spectacular, but it works generally. Ammo wasn't too bad with this gun. The damage is pretty good, especially since you can get crit on there pretty easily, so that's also positive. It's a really sweet, stylish gun. It fills a niche that we didn't already have a gun to fill, and I would definitely recommend it. It's a good gun. I don't do a whole lot of sniping nowadays, but if I'm going to be sniping, then I would probably pick this one. Probably. Maybe the R93. I like the R93 a lot too. But more than likely, I think I'd probably go with the DesertFox. Overall, a cool gun. It gets my thumbs up on this one. Let me know what you guys think of the John Wick pack, and if you have the pack and you're going to use this sniper rifle, let me know what your thoughts are on it. I would like to hear that. But I will see you guys in the next video when I review the Jackal SMG. This is Axiom, the Good Time Gaming. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share if you like anything you saw today. Remember to always have a good time gaming.